So it is day 17 of Russian invasion into Ukraine. So let's take a look at the latest developments in the conflict so far. The reports of heavy bombardments in central part of Kyiv, and the Russian forces also seem to be regrouping for a possible assault on the Ukrainian capital. The latest satellite images show that the Russian forces have been resorting to artillery fire as they begin to close in on the capital city. Russian tanks are moving in on areas north and west of the capital. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has said that Ukraine has reached a strategic point of no return. Meanwhile, Russia has called for a United Nations Security Council meeting. It is to assert its accusations that Ukraine, along with the Americans, is running biological warfare laboratories, and these biolabs producing bioweapons are being funded by the Americans inside of Ukraine. Now, the United Nations, interestingly, has said that it is simply not aware of any kind of biological weapons program funded by the Americans inside the Ukrainian territory. Washington and its allies have also voiced concerns that Russia is spreading unproven claims in order to launch its own biological or chemical attacks.
And that is Russia, and we hope they will be able to.
Meanwhile, the United States and its allies in the West have decided to intensify their list of financial sanctions, and the United States and its allies now are moving to end normal trade relations with Russia. This has enabled them to inflict some steep tariff hikes on Moscow. Now, Washington has announced a ban on Russian seafood and vodka and Russian polished diamonds in the Western markets. European Union has also banned the export of luxury goods to Russia. The Russian President Vladimir Putin hosted a close ally, the Belarusian President Lukashenko, in Moscow, and the two leaders discussed the latest developments in Ukraine and the sanctions imposed on the two countries. Now, Ukraine claims that Belarus could in fact be planning to invade into its territory. Now, the country has accused Russia of trying to drag its allies into the war. Russia has been using Belarus to position its troops, its missiles, and also its aircraft. And also remember, this war is as much about propaganda on social media as it is about actual fighting on the ground. And ever since Facebook announced its very controversial move to allow for some level of hate speech, invoking violence against Russian soldiers in some countries, Russia has said that it is now opening a criminal case against Facebook's parent company for allowing hate speech against Russian interests. This has come after the social media giant changed its hate speech rules. The new rules, believe it or not, this is what Facebook is now doing as a matter of policy. New Facebook rules allow for users to call for death to the Russian soldiers in the context of the ongoing invasion in Ukraine. Russian prosecutors have asked a court to designate Facebook to be an extremist organization that peddles hate speech. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.